Good morning. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 12:25 through 27. The way God designed our bodies is a model for understanding our lives together as a church. Every part dependent on every other part. The parts we mention and the parts we don't. The parts we see and the parts we don't. If one part hurts, every other part is involved in the hurt and in the healing. If one part flourishes, every other part enters into the exuberance. You are Christ's body. That's who you are, going into 27 to 31. You must never forget this. Only as you accept your part of the body, only as you accept your part of that body does your part mean anything. You're familiar with some of the parts that God has formed in this church, which is his body: apostles, prophets, teachers, miracle workers, healers, helpers, organized, those who pray in tongues, those who interpret tongues. But it's obvious by now, isn't it, that Christ's church is a complete body and not a gigantic unidimensional part? It's not all apostle, not all prophet, not all miracle worker, not all healer, not all prayer in tongues, not all interpreter of tongues. And yet some of you keep competing for so-called important parts. But now I want to lay out a far better way for you. What's the far better way? Stay in your lane. Everybody has an important part according to their calling. If your calling is to be an apostle and not a prophet, why are you trying to be a prophet when your calling is an apostle? Now, is it possible that we have more than one calling? Yes, most of us do. Most of us can speak tongues, interpret tongues, and prophesy. But find out who God is for you. If you're not called to be certain parts of the body, don't try to be certain parts of the body. Be your part of the body. I can only be my part. I can't be everybody else's.